year ban? What do you think things are in the future? Stuff like that. You filming?
Yes!
Oh, who the hell am I today? Again, this is Jarbon, talking to you about the economy. And I'm here with Jack Sparrow from Pirate Capital, talking to him about the past year in the markets. Now the U.S., or wait, let me... Here's a brief list. See, U.S., we were up like 55 for the NASDAQ, 25, 20. But look at all these others, 70%. This is Jarbon, talking to you about the economy. Now we're here talking with Jack Sparrow from Pirate Capital about the investments in the market. Now this year the Dow and the U.S. markets has kind of underperformed the rest of the world's markets. Now you travel a lot around the world. How do you feel the U.S. fares against the rest of the world?
So far it's not faring very well this year, sir. As you can see, we kind of had a down spiral in our market pricing, and well, the U.S. I think is having a bad year this year just because, you know, a lot of things going on, lots of wars being waged, and new presidents, and we kicked out the white people in the presidency and put a black one. That was very nice, very good, very good. But as far as the profits, they're not as good. I had to go to some other countries to get more to make up for what happened the year before that, so I can make up for this year.
What countries would those be?
I think Japan was one of them. Let me think. Taiwan. Ah, that was a very nice. Yeah.
Taiwan.
Yeah. I also nabbed a lot of women there.
Yeah, Taiwan. What is that, Bangkok or whatnot?
All over the place, really. Yeah, don't want to get specific. Don't want to be found.
Now the Russian market did quite well. Did you spend any time in Russia?
A little. Not as much as I probably should have. Yeah, the vodka ran out.
Now, which markets do you feel will be good next year?
It better be this one. The one that we're standing in. Because, you know, I'm spending a lot of time here pirating around. I like it. Okay, is there any concerns or stuff that you would like to talk about next year that concern you, or issues that you could see profit potential or anything for next year? Let's wait till next year comes to talk about it, eh? Savvy?
Okay, and again, this is Jarbon, talking to you about the economy. You got it? Okay. And again, this is Jarbon, talking to you about the economy. Now we're here talking to Barney from Dinosaur Securities about the recent year. Now that the year is over, what were some of the key investments that you had last year?
Well, some of the key investments I had was, shoot, dude, I got nothing. Cut! Okay, so this is like a comical thing where I actually think I invest, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you watch my show.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Okay.
There is a real firm, Dinosaur Securities.
Okay.
It's a real Wall Street firm. So you're their mascot, Dinosaur Securities.
Okay.
So what do you do at Dinosaur Securities?
Okay, well, with Dinosaur Security Investments, we invested really heavily in baby bop stocks and BJ portfolios.
Now, since you did, what kind of returns did you make this year on that portfolio?
Well, actually, our returns were actually not so great with the decline of the auto industry and other matters of U.S. economics. But thank God we put a little bit of money into Singapore and Sweden and Switzerland. It's very odd to note that they all start with the letter S, but the letter S made a lot of money last year, and we're just going to bank on countries that start with the letter S.
So next year, what countries or what investments do you think will do good next year?
Next year, bank heavily on Singapore. A lot of money's going over there, a lot of manufacturing being done, and we're actually in debt heavily. Our biggest creditor is China. So if you ever watch the movie The International, the big bankers, they lent money. They didn't expect the loans to be repaid, but they wanted favors, and they wanted to actually control the game. So look for China, the United States' biggest creditor, to control what happens in the United States over the next few years.
Do you have any ideas what some of those things might be?
As far as, actually, I can't divulge that information yet. It's much too early. but I would say invest heavily in China, is what I say.
Okay, and again, this is Jarbon talking to Barney here about some international investing.
Yes, yes, and I myself personally on the boulevard have nothing to do with dinosaur, what is her name?
Dinosaur security?
Dinosaur security, so I don't need any representatives coming down and doing an investigation. This is my disclaimer. Nothing to do with that company, folks. All right.
Yeah, and I'm not a real banker. I'm just a day trader.
He's a predator, folks.
If you take investment advice from guys looking like this, you deserve the returns you get.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm just saying, countries that start with the letter S are the real winners.
Okay. Back far enough? And again, this is Jarbon talking to you about the economy. And we're out here with Elvis.
Rock and roll, man, rock and roll. Elvis Presley out here on Hollywood Boulevard.
Here. We're here with Elvis, asking him, now that 2009 has passed, what were some of the key investment opportunities that you saw last year?
Well, if somebody would have bought my house, that would have been a good thing, I'll tell you that much. It went real cheap, only $100 million. You know, I bought that thing for like $60,000, man. Sold it for $100 million. That was a pretty good chunk of change right there. But other than that, it wasn't too good for me, let me tell you. I had to downsize my security. Remember I used to have like 7 bodyguards, the Memphis Mafia?
Okay.
Now all I can afford is Chucky. Yeah, that's right. Only Chucky. It downsized all the way down to Chucky. That's downsizing. Well, that's truly downsizing.
Is he all you need?
Yeah, he's pretty badass with that Ginsu. I bought him a new Ginsu, you know what I mean? He has a whole collection at home. I bought him $5,000 worth of Ginsu knives, and it was all right. It took like about 3 weeks for it to get to the house, you know, delivery by mail, but it was all right, man. It was all right. He started chopping things up left and right. We got no more squirrels around the house, you know what I mean? Chucky takes care of all the squirrels, something like that. Cats, stray cats, you know, bobcats, whatever, any kind of cat. Cool cat, bad cat, black cat, you know what I mean? Rock and roll, man, any kind of cat.
Now, since last year real estate was I guess it was good for you or not good for you?
Well, like I said, I sold the mansion, you know, I sold the mansion for $100 million. That wasn't so bad.
So what are you going to do with the money now?
But, well, I tell you, I didn't get any of the money. No, I all went to Priscilla and Lisa Marie. So all I got left was 5% of the house.
So that's why it's important to get a prenup.
Yeah, prenup.
Get a prenup.
Back in the 70s, there wasn't no thing called a prenup. You know what I mean? Lord. All prenup was you know, like something you did before you nupped. You prenupped. Yeah, so now I got the doghouse. I'm downsized from a mansion to the doghouse. Good thing I had a 2-story doghouse made a long time ago, because that's the only thing I'm living in right now. 2-story doghouse back on Graceland.
What do you see as good investments next year?
Porno. Oh, wait. No, let's see. Yeah, that porno, boy, that's going through the roof, isn't it?
Porno?
Oh, no, I know it's a good investment for next year. Kush. Kush.
What the hell is it?
Weed, baby, weed. That's going to really be a big producer of the weed.
We predatory lenders don't engage in illegal activity.
Predatory is the biggest blunt smoker there is. I got this new song. You want to hear it?
Okay.
All right. I like big blunts and I cannot lie. Itty bitty joints do not fly. I like them big and round and brown and filled with the mean green. I mean, when I light that thing, I want it to knock me on the ground. I like big butts and I can't, big blunts and I cannot lie. Little bitty joints do not lie. That's right, baby. That's my new one. Like big blunts and I cannot lie. Well, yeah. So it's going to be a green year this year, I'll tell you, for the king. And invest in Kush. That's better than the sensitivity. The sensitivity doesn't go as much as the Kush does, I'll tell you that much. And what else? And peanut butter. Peanut butter is the big one. Forget about the soy. Peanut butter, baby.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yep, Elvis.
Well, rock and roll from Hollywood Boulevard, and a happy new year, everybody. This is going to be an off the hook 2010, because it's going to be a 10. Just like a 10, there is no better. It's going to be the best year there is. That's why it's me, George Foreman, and who's that other girl? That guy that does the boxing promotions. Don King. Don King says it's going to be a 10. It's going to be a 10. Rock and roll, everybody, from Hollywood Boulevard. Thank you very much. Thank you.